single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
Hi, welcome to Tomorrow Again. Please like, share this video, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed. I wanted to talk to you guys today about what it means to be a psychic. What can you expect from a psychic reading? Well, I can really only speak for myself and the process that I use to give a reading, but I've been to psychics. I've been to plenty of psychics before, and it seems like each psychic has a different way of actually giving the reading. Now, you should expect the psychic to be able to tell you something about your past, your present situation, and your future. Not just one thing. It should be, in my opinion, it should incorporate all three things: past, present, and future. Now, some psychics are also mediums, meaning that they can tap into certain energies in their own way to speak to someone who has passed away. Now, that's where I'm a different kind of psychic. Although I consider myself clairvoyant and a psychic medium, my process is different. The why behind it is different. I have studied for years and years and years psychic phenomenon. I've studied metaphysics and how things work in the non-physical world. My source of getting information from someone that has passed on is not, and it's hard to explain in a short video. That's why I'm writing a book, you guys. It should be out probably in the next year and a half. I will explain the process of tapping into certain energies safely. Well, not to get carried away with what I'm planning on doing. I want to stay in the here and the now for this, just for this time. So my process of getting the person answers from someone that has passed away is through what's called residual energy. It is not speaking with the dead necessarily. It is speaking with the energy that they've left behind. And as I've explained a few minutes ago, there is a process to doing that. And I am going to write a book about it so that I can share the information. It is not dangerous if you follow certain protocol, and you do get exact results. So, when you go to a psychic for a reading, she should be able to tell you either from using tarot cards or reading your palm, or maybe she can get your energy just through speaking with you. I know for me, the most accurate way to give someone a reading is to be able to hear their voice, to be able to see their face, to be able to make that kind of direct contact. Now, most of what I do nowadays, I give readings over the telephone. And I don't know if you guys have ever experienced talking to someone on the phone versus talking to someone in person. A lot of the times you connect deeper just from listening to the person's voice, because there's no distractions. There's no way you can look at their face and gauge what they want to hear or what they don't want to hear. You're simply going off of the energy that you're exchanging vocally. So for me, I'm more accurate that way. It helps me to really tune into the person over the phone's energy, to tune into their vibrations. So if you don't want to necessarily pay a psychic, or maybe you don't trust that whole psychic thing, you can actually teach yourself to tap into energy and to read that energy. It takes practice, but here are the basic ways to sort of give yourself a psychic reading. Number one, try your best not to hope for anything in particular. Remain neutral. When you have a question in mind, when there's something you want to know, sort of trick your brain into not caring. Like, I don't care either way. I don't care what the outcome is. It is what it is. Now, that's step one. That's the first thing. The second thing is agree to trust the answer, because the universe will show you through so much symbolism and signs and things like that. And I've discussed that in a previous video, how you can sort of allow the universe to communicate with you and show you certain symbolism. So there is a way that you can read your own tarot cards, you can read your own palm, you can read your own energy. This is definitely possible. That's the whole reason we have psychic energy. That's what it's for, to read yourself and maybe to help someone else. So with practice, everyone can do it. Now, I am what's called an empath, and that word sounds familiar. It sounds like empathy. I have the ability to empathize with another person and to tap into my intuition in order to tell them things about their future, their present, and their past. It's not magic. It's something that literally everyone can do. It just takes practice and believing in yourself. So, on a closing note, I had asked you guys about a week or so ago, I think it was like 3 videos ago, to send me questions that you wanted advice on. Not psychic advice, but just general questions. And I got several people who were inquiring about using their psychic ability, trusting their psychic ability, and that was my motivation for recording this video. So hopefully I've answered their questions, and those of you who didn't get a chance to ask that particular question, hopefully I've helped you as well. And for anyone out there who has children who you think are empaths, or, you know, for lack of a better word, you think they may be psychic or intuitive or clairvoyant, make sure that you allow them to express themselves. There's just a deep pain in not being able to let someone know what you're feeling, what you're fearing, what you are experiencing, and no one else around you seems to be getting it. That is a deeply hurtful, anxiety-ridden feeling. So my motivation for starting this channel, and I've been uploading videos to this channel for about 1.5 years now, probably going on 2 years. My motivation was when my own child, when she was small, she began seeing things that no one else could see and experiencing what we call spirits or ghosts. And it was very stressful for her and for me. And perhaps on a next video I will tell you guys a little story time about the time I found out that my daughter was able to see spirits. It's not just my daughter, it's all of my kids have the ability to sort of tap into energy. And we try to use it for the positive. There's no other option. There's no other rhyme or reason to have it if you're not going to use it to be positive. So for anyone out there who has a child who's experiencing these things, once again, please believe them, please listen to them, and please give them your best guidance at understanding these entities. And chances are, if your child is experiencing this, you have too, so is your grandparents, and so have their grandparents. It seems to be hereditary that, you know, if one person in the family has these so-called abilities, usually there are other members of the family that shares the same thing. Wow, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can be long-winded. I'm Aquarius. What can I say? There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Now, in closing, I want to send you guys love and light, and I also would hope that you guys can be strong no matter what the day brings your way. You can understand that a lot of the times, 99% of the time, it's about them. It's not about you. If you're walking down the street and somebody cuts you a dirty look, or you get on a public transportation, someone bumps against you and they roll their eyes, 99% of the time, as you know, it's about them. So don't sweat it. If they want to hold on to that energy, then that's up to them. But for you, literally rise above it, take a deep breath, understand it's about something that's going on in their life, not yours. This is Tomorrow again, wishing you guys the best of the best. Thank you.